Thanks again, everybody, for coming this evening and celebrating this special event. This is our third Hall of Fame event that we've had at Scott Catholic. So feel very honored that you're one of the first inductees of this prestigious group. We hold this event every 2 years. We don't do this every year, and we try to have an every 2-year event, and it's a special event, and all of you here are welcomed to this great evening to celebrate. Tonight is a special night as we honor some of the greatest people in Scott Catholic's history and enshrine them in the Scott Catholic Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame plaque is located out in the new Pullman lobby. So when you come in the main doors over to if you take a right, it's right there. And then during spring break, we're installing what's called a digital trophy case. And that digital trophy case will be a touchscreen device where you'll be able to click on your year, pull up your picture, look at some of the highlights, etc. So that will be installed right next to the Hall of Fame board that's out there to give a little bit more of an honor to the amazing accomplishments here at Scott Catholic. Scott Catholic Hall of Fame honors individuals, teams, and groups who have contributed to our rich tradition of excellence. Seeking recipients from all areas of the school, members of this group have helped define and advance our institution and its mission. Recipients of the Hall of Fame Award are exemplars of exceptional accomplishments and service, and thereby setting this high standard for the current Scott Catholic students. At this time, I'd like to thank and introduce the Hall of Fame Selection Committee. They're not all here this evening, but if they're here, please stand up. These 9 individuals have done a tremendous job reviewing the nominations we received. Principal Rob Myers, School Counseling Director Kristen Reeves, unable to be here. Activities Director Don Kasner, unable to be here. Male Sports Representative Coach Matt Turman. Female Sports Representative Coach Keith Engelkamp is not able to be here tonight. Fine Arts Representative Mr. Chris Storm is competing in Des Moines, so he is not here. Our Alumni Representative Amy Sauser is here tonight. And Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. Steve Carroll. So it wasn't just one person picking these. Sorry if you tried to stuff the ballot here, but there was a committee, and it's great seeing those nominations come in from people from all over the country and kind of the things that they say about these groups. As I thought of what to say tonight, I could have said a lot of nice jokes and kind of talked a little bit about stories, but I always get drawn back to something that Monsignor Gilg instilled in me back in 2004 when I came to Scott Catholic, and that's the legend of the Skyhawk. And the people before he denied are legends. As I read through the legend of the Skyhawk, I knew this to be true as I could plug each one of them into this message. Marie Williamson is a caring, loving visionary who helped get the school off the ground and today enjoys that our school and students soar by living our Make a Difference mission. Marie was a messenger calling others in the community to become Skyhawk students in our new West Omaha High School. When she began, she had no idea that how each student she enrolled would turn out and reach the highest potential as they grew closer to God. Now as alumni, leaders in the community, and people who have started the second generation of Skyhawks with growing families, she sees the fruits of those early seeds that she planted. Mr. Jim Manginelli wanted others to have the wisdom of learning, self-discipline, and concern for others. He helped others become leaders and protectors as he instilled the first service program at Scott Catholic. Jim used a powerful sense of humility and justice to guide his actions. He led the theology department and helped students grow closer to God. Jim instilled a servant mindset through prudent use of intellect, will, and emotion for the benefit of others. While non-predatory, Casey Cole was a fierce but honorable competitor. Those who stepped on the line against Casey knew that they were up against a foe that was rarely defeated. He had skill and moves rarely seen in Nebraska, with the ability to win graciously, yet lose a contest with dignity. But let's be honest here, he only lost one match in high school. The one match was the first weekend of his career, so he didn't lose too often. Mayme Conroy made anything she played look like a thing of beauty. She used her natural, God-given resources and dominated whichever sport she competed in. Mayme was most dominant on the beautiful green soccer field. She was dominant in her symbolic green color, representing the hope that all creatures will be good stewards of the abundant gifts God has given us. Mayme truly used the gifts God gave her and did so with her trademark smile and so much love in her heart. The Scott Catholic color black was represented during the 2005 home football games. During the team's undefeated season to capture the first football state title, there are currently 5 in program history. Black is a presence of all colors. And if you knew this group well, they had a little bit of everything. Size, speed, strength, talent, and the ability to have fun. They were fun, goofy, and played a lot of jokes on each other. The coaches became creative with their drills, conditioning, etc., because of the creative nature of this group. This group signified that the Skyhawk embraces the diversity of all persons and strives towards the goal of unity and respect for the game and for others. Inductees, you will always be remembered for a group that started a run of sports dynasties, the genesis for Hawktober, and other Skyhawk traditions, and doing things the right way by putting others before yourself. You created a belief that anything could be done. You believe Scott Catholic is the best place on earth and the best place to have a young man or woman formed and educated during the most formative years of their life. Without the foundation, discipline, and competitive drive you instilled in the Skyhawk community, who knows where we'd be as we prepare to enter our 30th year of forming and educating young men and women to become Christian leaders who empower others, promote justice, and initiate change. Congratulations to everybody tonight for your nomination and being honored. And at this time, I will introduce each person individually and then the team at the end. Our next nominee and the award recipient is Mayme Conroy, class of 2011. Mayme was a tremendous competitor at Scott Catholic, earning school records in basketball and soccer. Her junior year, she was named the Gatorade Player of the Year and was the All-State team captain. Under Mayme's leadership, the basketball team was a contender at state, while the soccer team won the state championship every year, with the exception of a runner-up finish her freshman year. Mayme was a starting freshman for the girls soccer team at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the leading scorer her sophomore year. The team won the Big Ten championship in 2013. Other honors during her collegiate experience including academic All-Big Ten, second team All-Big Ten, Nebraska Scholar Athlete Honor Roll, and the Tom Osborne Citizenship Team. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in Child, Youth, and Family Services. Mayme also earned a master's degree in Business Administration at Doane University and played basketball there her last years of eligibility. Her love for soccer has taken her to North Carolina for a semi-pro team, and she also spent a season in Birmingham, England. Mayme remains an active volunteer at Scott Catholic, serving as an assistant coach and occasionally helping with basketball. Mayme is also unable to join us this evening, and we will honor her at the 2024 ceremony. But her uncle, Les Robbins, is accepting the award on Mayme's behalf. Please congratulate Mayme Conroy.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, good. I'm Mayme's uncle, Les. I've been called that many times over the years, Uncle Les. That's a good thing to be called. And my wife and I are here on her behalf. Mayme tested positive for COVID yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. What a bummer. You know, of all the times to catch COVID, she got it yesterday. And she asked me to be here to accept this award for her tonight. I talked got through the day, she's doing much better. She had a couple of rough days, but she's getting to be a whole lot better now. She's on the mend. So not being the recipient of the award and being put on the spot at the last minute, I may take some liberties to say some things that the award winner may not say or should not say. So just bear with me. Mayme has, talking about Mayme has an infectious smile. She's a caring, loving person. Mayme is a role model to the young girls that she coaches today, and she's looked up to them as their leader. Most of all, Mayme is a friend to everyone that she meets. I think Mayme has more friends than anybody I know. And I like to say that Mayme worked hard to attain the successes both on the field and off the field that she has over the years. Mayme developed her God-given natural abilities, fine-tuned by a lot of hard work and dedication, to become an outstanding athlete at both basketball and soccer. Many of you, like Melanie and I, have seen her in action. Mayme had 4 fantastic years here at Scott. Those 4 years prepared her and shaped her for an equally dominating Division I career in soccer and at the Goodell University of Nebraska. I might be a little biased. I guess I'm a lot biased. But Mayme is a very deserving recipient of this award, this Hall of Fame award, which Mayme considers to be the pinnacle of all awards that she's earned. I personally want to thank the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for bestowing this highest and most lofty honor on Mayme Conroy. She will continue to represent Scott proudly into the future. I gotta be honest with you though, 15 plus years ago, I wasn't much of a soccer fan. Okay? Fall for me was football. Not just any football, but Nebraska football. Matt, you know what I mean?
I do.
You know. But watching Mayme play changed all that for me. Road trips in the RV with friends and family added to the joy of being a part of her growth, maturity, and excellence on the soccer field. Mayme was a fierce competitor, yet an unselfish leader, thinking first and foremost of herself, not herself, but of her team. Mayme was and still is a real difference maker. So I asked Mayme, I said, when she called her, she said, what do you want me to say tomorrow night? She says, well, I don't know. I said, well, think about it and get back to me. So, in typical Mayme style, about a few minutes later, I get one of her 10,000 texts per month, and she tells me what she wants to say. So I'm going to close with what Mayme wanted me to tell you tonight. She said something pretty short and simple, just like, I'm humbled and honored to receive this award. I know it wouldn't have been possible without my team's family, coaches, friends, teachers, and the entire support system I've been blessed with to have. Huge thank you to Scott and my parents for the best 4 years of my life. Go Skyhawks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Les. Very well done. I'd also like to introduce Coach John Carlson, last year's Coach of the Year in the state of Nebraska, Mayme's coach in soccer as well. John, good job. John will get to introduce Mayme when she's inducted in 2024.